Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists professionals with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today I'm going to talk about what does termination for cause mean. So, in any contract that you have, there should be language on how to terminate the agreement. And usually there's four main ways for an agreement to terminate. One, it just ends. So let's say you have a contract for a year. There's no language about automatic renewal. The 1 year ends, agreement terminates, and that's it. Second would be through mutual agreement. So either party can, at any time, just say, you know what, this isn't working. Let's just end it mutually and move on. The second would be without cause, or the third would be without cause termination. And that means any party for any reason can terminate the agreement with a certain amount of notice to the other party, usually somewhere between 30 to 90 days, depending upon what field you're in. And basically you would just give them written notice. So you're saying, per the agreement, I'm giving you without cause termination notice, and then you would just have to work out whatever that notice period was, and then the contract would end. And then the fourth way would be for cause termination. And so in the agreement, there's going to be not only just general provisions that either party could violate, but there will be specific provisions as far as how either the employer or the employee can terminate the contract for cause. Now, normally, there's going to be language in the contract that states, if you believe the other party is in violation of the agreement in some way, you have to provide them with written notice. And then there's going to be what's called a cure period. And that basically means, usually somewhere between like 10 to 30 days. And then the other party will then have the chance to cure or fix whatever the breach of the agreement is. And if the, violation or breach is cured, then the other party would no longer be able to terminate the contract for cause. So let me give some examples. Let's say you're a healthcare provider and you lose your license to practice. Well, obviously, if you can no longer perform any of the services under the contract, the other party will be able to terminate it for cause. Another common example is maybe a dispute over payment of compensation or commission, some kind of bonus productivity, something like that. So let's just say you have an end of the year bonus and you achieve the bonus, they never paid it or are slow playing it and keep saying, oh yeah, we will pay it. Well, you would send them a written notice saying you're in violation of the agreement, you haven't paid me my bonus. If you don't pay it, then you have the option of terminating the contract immediately, and then you could go after them, and sue them or go through arbitration and get that bonus that you're owed. Are there things to look into? Well, many contracts will have a whole section on all of the things that the employer can terminate the employee for, and then it's completely blank as far as the employee's rights. So you would want some language inserted in the contract that kind of gives some reasons for the employee to terminate the agreement. Like perhaps the employer has gone bankrupt, or they've done some illegal things that blow back on you. There are things that should be added and not just left blank. Now, if they're not in the contract, that doesn't mean that you cannot terminate a contract if they just completely ignore it or violate numerous portions of it. But it is nice to have at least some language in the contract that kind of gives you the process to terminate the agreement for cause if necessary. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions about termination of the contract, feel free to contact my law firm at the contact information listed below in the description. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. And I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.